No more living in yesterday.
What's up, cowboy?
Do not hesitate.
Commander. We got no regrets. What's the plan?
Destiny.
GSL.
Don't get in my way. Now.
Welcome back to GSL Codex. We just saw J-Dog get taken out. They were very interesting games.
Yes,
they were actually very close.
Got a lead in the first game, a big one, and then squandered it by wasting a bunch of Brood Lords twice. But, you know what? He's playing well. Can't count him out of this team yet.
It was kind of like one of those games where, well, I know you're going to know what I'm talking about, but well, actually, maybe most of our viewers will connect with this, but where you're so ahead that somehow, like,
you stop trying or something?
You think you can't lose? I don't know how to explain this.
Yeah, that could be. If this was StarCraft 1, he can't lose.
Yeah.
And not just because he's really good at StarCraft 1, I'm saying the way that StarCraft 2 functions, some of the counters are harder.
Yeah.
Like, they hard counters so hard that they're, like, unbelievably cost efficient, as opposed to StarCraft 1 where you get edges in cost efficiency.
Yeah.
So because of that, and being a StarCraft 1 guy, I think that had something to do with it, where he's like, well, this is not a losable position.
Right.
Where in StarCraft 1, a similar thing against a top-of-the-world player, he's going to win no matter what.
Oh, it's Sheen.
Sheer.
I was going to end there. It's Sheer, man.
They're a band from Finland. It's only two of them right there. But
yes,
they make a lot of the music for GSL.
Yes. Thank
cool
you guys so much for coming down.
Yeah. And they're with BK, our music director, there on the right in the red shirt.
He picks out all, you could just see his shoulder right there, but yeah, he picks out all the music that we have in here, giving out their albums here in the studio.
Yeah, pretty awesome. I'm going to buy it on iTunes.
Do it. See? He's got one. Yeah!
Oh, wow, they give out to everybody?
Yeah, man.
What about you and me?
I got one in my pocket.
Where's mine? No, you don't. BK has yours,
I have it right here, man.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know, man. You
know what? If there's pizza, you get pizza. If there's CDs, you get CDs.
People like me, man.
If there's, rabbit feet, you probably get those too, because you're lucky, and I never get anything.
The only unlucky person was that rabbit. Well, I guess it's not a person. Whatever.
Could have been.
Could have been. It's actually a human's foot. I'm like, whoa.
It's a human's foot in a rabbit costume.
I got to talk about this next match, Artosis, because we got Curious and MarineKing here. And honestly, but you said you thought Curious was going to win. I think MarineKing's going to win.
Yeah. I actually feel like Curious. Look at those glasses, dude. They don't look as good from the side, but they look really cool when he walked in. They look like safety glasses.
Are those lensless?
He could be in shot class and make a little race car with the CO2 cartridge in it with the saw, and he'd be totally safe because there's no wood shavings going in his eyes.
No, man, absolutely
not. Gonna happen.
Are those lensless?
I don't think so, no.
I think they're lensless.
I don't think so.
I'm going to go buy...
MarineKing needs glasses, so I wouldn't think that he'd wear lensless
Well, he could wear
glasses.
contacts and then lensless glasses.
That's silly. The reason you get contacts is to not wear glasses.
No, man. Well, then, unless you can't wear lensless glasses, man. I'm going to get a pair of lensless glasses, Artosis. I keep saying I'm going to do this, but eventually I'm going to get it. I'm just going to go out with my friends and be like, don't wear that. And I'm going to be like, no, I look good.
You won't, though. You won't.
I'll look
glasses
good.
Wouldn't look good on you, I don't think.
They look good on me. It depends on the glasses. The thick black nerd glasses, the thick rimmed ones.
I don't think those would look good on you. I think that actually you should have like thin, small glasses.
Should I?
Yeah, like round ones. Like
so?
Like old man accountant glasses.
You gotta go shopping, man.
Yeah.
You gotta go lensless glasses shopping.
That's what we need to do.
Yeah, man. All right. On to our next best of 3. Curious against MarineKing.
They are lensless, I think.
I think I'm right. I'm always right. The GSL Code S.
Welcome to GSL Intune Valley.
All right, on to this game. Excuse me. In the bottom left, we have our Zerg player. Very solid in the team league. One of the best Zergs around. His ID is...
Curious.
Oh, he's a gum chewer. Certain players do chew gum when they play. Tempo thing. In the upper left, I believe one of the most popular StarCraft 2 players of all time. Some of the best micro in the world, hands down. And a second place finisher fairly often. His ID is...
MarineKing Prime.
And I think those are lenses classes of Tosis.
Yeah, it looks like it. Sweden loves MarineKing Prime. We knew that already.
We knew that.
I've been to Sweden. They all loved him. But who doesn't love him?
Not too many people don't like MarineKing. He's pretty popular.
Yeah.
I don't think I can drink this coffee I got her, Tosis. Overstimulation, man.
Yeah, these games are already good enough. And look at that. It's a guy that proposed yesterday. By the way, Reddit, she didn't say no later. You dicks. You know what? I want to say something about that. There was like a little post by some dick on Reddit.
Yeah, and I believe
where he's
dick
like,
is
this
the
isn't how you propose to a girl. And do you know what? Kid who's probably never had a girlfriend or been in a
no one will
serious
ever love.
relationship. Guess what? This is a special place to him. He's a StarCraft commentator, and that's a very fucking sweet thing he did. So you guys need to cool down and learn how to be real humans.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you for that, Artosis.
That's right, man. You know what? It's not just about one person or the other. It's about both you and your love and things that are important to you. And that's like as sweet as I can think.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to have a quick command center down here. And looks like we're going to have this Overlord taken out. Actually, well, it's hard to say if he's going to get away. I think we'll go around the corner here.
Yeah, you should get away. It's like a long walk to kill him. He's not even making a second Marine to try to flank him or anything.
And now we got 2 gases coming up here. What are your thoughts on the that kind of felt like that barracks placement was like a little bit useless there from
it's a sneaky one,
you know what I mean?
It's like maybe you scare them into making one less drone before their pool or something like that. And that's good, you know? Like if you can do something like that, it's worth putting it there. Why not? You're not using it for anything else. You're not going to make that many Marines early on. By the way, I want to point out that I like our intros a lot. And like how they're putting nicknames for people who have them already. Like it put MarineKing and then it had his name at the bottom, the King of Marines. And I just find that like kind of comical. Because it's like, well, yeah, that's his ID.
So you just switched the words?
Yeah. So I'm trying to think, like, how else? What other players could we do that to? It's
what
like,
you do it to him?
J-Dong. His name is J-Dong. And like,
the Dong of J.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who else.
Hold on. We got some links coming up here.
Yeah, but those are Space Marine stasis. That's in control, I'd say. So, no biggie.
Nice micro there.
So, all right, but yeah, I don't know. I found that pretty funny.
We have, who else has nicknames? We do. MVP is the Game Genie.
Yeah.
Taryn, we got
the Boss Toss MC.
Well, he's got like 3 nicknames.
I think Boss Toss is the best, to be honest.
I never cared too much for Jelizer's nickname, the God of War.
It made so much sense in StarCraft 1. In StarCraft 2, he's been so underwhelming recently.
That's true, actually.
I think that's probably why. But, let's see. They called parting the Red Lufa Acrobat. I don't even get that. I don't understand. I've watched like every parting game ever, so I'm confused.
What is Lufa?
A loofah is one of those sponges that you wash yourself with. You like to use body wash instead of soap. Do you use body wash or soap bars?
Normally I actually just use soap bar.
Yeah, I use
soap bar guy.
I like soap bars.
But it depends. Every time I I should enter into a serious relationship with a girl. She starts buying all this stuff that I don't understand what it is and puts it in my bathroom.
No, this happens. This actually
this
happens.
what girls
and
do.
then you end up using a Lufin body wash before
Yeah.
you know it. You got to take your manhood back and go back to a soap bar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I didn't even
She gets me like
realize.
some kind of coconut oil for my skin. I'm like, I don't even know what this is. I'm like, I don't know. I think
Am I supposed to eat this?
I
I'm not really
I might
sure.
actually hurt myself if I try to use this and you're not around.
Yes. That's so funny.
It's funny because I know you know exactly what I'm talking about when I bring that up. I'm
Totally.
like, I actually don't know what this is.
All right, so right now we actually have Cloaked Banshees on the way for MKP, who also has a good amount of Hellions, but it's a 6 queen opening here by Curious, so probably not really going to take that much damage. The one problem that is going on is that he doesn't have a layer, so he's going to have to really rely upon Spores, because that Cloak's going to be done way before he has any sort of mobile detection. So he's going to have to walk around with Spore Crawlers and stuff like that. And that is some nice targeting right there by MarineKing.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good arc here
And his
for the
wings
Hellions.
are all stuck behind, and that's actually, they've taken a ton of splash damage
This is
here.
actually kind of a disaster here for Curious. He's actually going to burn
He's
up
got to
all-
heal that queen. He has enough. Oh my god, he missed it. He had enough to actually heal it.
Cloak
Oh, that's a
just
big
finishes here.
mistake. If he had one more queen right now, he'd be in much better shape.
This actually just keeps getting worse for Curious.
Yeah. Just some missed micro there. His wings were stuck behind. He missed a very crucial transfusion, which made he would still have 4 queens.
Queens he lost?
Like 5?
I just went through puberty.
I wanna say
phrases,
5.
I was like, how many queens did he lose?
I think he lost like 5, but I mean, he's basically saved his hatch. It looks like. Wait a minute, he still hasn't started a layer, so he has to actually move a Spore forward.
There's
or
one
wait.
building. There's one building behind the hatch.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Although I guess that doesn't actually matter.
And he is moving another one up. They do burrow pretty quickly overall.
I think he can still get this.
Oh, and wow, one of those that red Hellion.
The thing is, he can still cloak and move around. I guess he's not getting the hatch, though, anyways.
Yeah, that hatch.
I'm like stuck on this idea that he's going to destroy the hatch, and he's just not.
Well, MarineKing right now is transitioning into mech, and
Actually,
Curious
he's
does
like
know.
not stopping here.
Wow,
Curious is getting hit hard here.
he is indeed. But what has he really lost? He hasn't really lost drones. Let me take a look. Yeah, he has actually lost 0 drones. He's lost some lings, not a huge deal. He's lost some more queens than he should have, but still losing queens is not all that terrible. That's why you're making him, is for that defense. I'd say Curious is still fine. Yeah, he's still fine. But in these spots, MarineKing going mech, I like the choice. It's going to be
think
not
this is
long.
great.
It's not going to be a very long push distance.
Well, we got more Banshees coming out here. 1-1 first Mac. Does he have an eBay yet? Because he's going to need, well, I guess with the layer being so late, I guess he's actually okay. He'll probably get eBay like right around now instead of the turrets up in time.
Yeah. He didn't go Spire though, right? He's not. Yeah, he's
Well,
actually just going Baneling Nest and Burrow. So Burrow's going to be for Infestors. I'm surprised about the Baneling Nest a little bit.
I feel like Curious is not playing his A game here.
Huh. Well,
I feel like there's...
you know, I don't know.
Oh, no, he's getting Infestation Pit.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But the
I thought you
Baneling
said-
Nest is... I'm wondering what he wants to do with that exactly, because you can use Banelings against like a mech composition if it's Thor heavy, if they clump up. We've seen Nest T do it in the past.
Yeah.
It's hard to pull off, though, and MarineKing has shown in the past that he will spread his Thors, and he will do things like bring a medevac and pick some of them up, and he's really good at that type of thing. So.
Uh-oh. Wrong time, wrong place. Over. Oh, he's just not going to get it. All right, he will. Wow, that Overseer got away.
Banshees start going after it.
Banshees try to fly just a little bit higher so they can shoot down at him, but they can't. That's not how the game works, Banshees.
Yeah. MarineKing with his 3 bases up, already getting factories 4 and 5. His 1-1 is almost done. He's really got a nice position here, I have to say. I'm liking MarineKing's position, even though I thought Curious would win coming into this. He still has a chance, though. He's
Still got a shot.
Count him out, Tastes. Not yet.
It's like the little giants right here. I think MarineKing's got a pretty solid push. He's going to break down this rock. He probably will not break the other rocks. So what he can do is put siege tanks or something else up on the high ground there.
And in fact, that Overlord saw it, so he should kill the rocks on his own side. That's actually something important that he should be working on.
Yeah, he needs to open that up. Okay, he's
Oh.
going to kill these rocks. That's actually just weird.
Oh,
but
I mean, he can. He doesn't have to utilize that in that way, but I think it would have been really smart to just put some siege tanks up there. But, all right. Goodbye, Queens.
That was the funniest transfuse I've ever seen.
Well, he does have some infestors out, but this army's pretty scary.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is like super Karn build.
He has to like hold everything still for these Batemans to actually connect. Well, he's going to kill off the Hellions at a minimum. Throwing down a good amount of Terrans. His Roach is helping out quite a bit. Did MarineKing actually overextend already? Is it possible? Well, he's almost out of energy on those infestors, so
he doesn't really have a ton of reinforcements, excuse me, on the way. This army combination is really strong against, I mean, Roaches are kind of how you counter it, but the Thors is so good against the Roaches.
So all the infested Terrans are out, so now it's just up to the Roaches. There's only one Banshee, which is really good, because if he still had his 4 Banshees, this game would be over for sure. Still might be, but, you know, only one Banshee is not going to kill everything.
All right, the Roach is coming up over here. Yeah, it looks like Curious is absolutely going to hold this.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of this is how you position the Thors when you have the Hellions there. And he kind of had the Thors on the open end back there.
I'm surprised that MarineKing actually got that aggressive with mechs so quickly.
I mean, this is what MarineKing does.
worked
He
out
just
well,
like
though.
kind of like impulsively pushes.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't feel like. I'm not saying he can't do timings, but he seems like there's lots of moments where he's like, I'm just going to attack now.
That's true. If he shops like he attacks stasis, he doesn't have any of his prize money left. So we do see these Roaches going up and targeting down the Thors. And, ooh, he gets a siege tank as well. Very nicely done. Yeah, I feel like he should actually probably get burrow movement, if for nothing else, to make these Roaches heal quicker.
Actually, that's a great point, Artosis.
Because these Roaches are just taking a beating every single time. And if you just, like, burrow them and send them back, they'll be moving back and heal even quicker, so.
And, I don't actually understand what MarineKing's doing right now because he's still pushing. Now, granted, he's expanding while he's doing it, and Curious doesn't seem to have many answers for this. This is not exactly how you attack with mech.
Yeah, it's definitely a MarineKing-esque mech, man. He's actually going up to so many factories right now. He's adding 3 more at the moment. You know, he's got this additional planetary. He's building even more stuff everywhere. It's kind of crazy, actually. He's just going to make a lot of planetaries, which is smart, obviously.
What is he getting now? 2-2 or 3-3?
He's getting 3-3.
Okay. And Curious is kind of lagging behind in upgrades right now.
Yeah,
in fact, he's not even getting 2-2 right now.
He's got +2 on Zerglings and 1-1 other than that for Roaches. So 1 carapace, 2 melee, and 1 range. So, I mean, he has a decent number of upgrades, but his upgrade count overall isn't that good because it's spread out a bit.
Well, is he aware of that planetary at the upper right, by the way?
I don't think so. He knows about the middle one. Yeah, he doesn't know about the upper right. Well, we'll see. Can he get something done here? And the answer is no. Too many Thors and Hellions right nearby. Karn build's good, Tasteless.
It is.
Well, all right. So the Hive just finished up. He does have the Spire. Will he throw in an Ultralisk Cavern as well? His economy isn't quite all there for exactly what he's going to want, but Ultralisks are extremely good against Thors.
Yeah. That's definitely the direction you could take this to deal with this.
He is going to go ahead and get Greater Spire and a 2nd Spire, so it looks like he probably isn't even planning to ever make them. Wow. All right, so he will get out of there.
Curious stuck in one of these little funnel regions on the map, taking a lot of damage. It's kind of weird that the Terran's out-expanding the Zerg right now.
I know, right?
By the way, those 3 factories just finished, so he's going to have, like, a big explosion in production. And I think he's actually going to push.
Yeah, I think the push is coming right now.
I think he's supposed to push the Zerg's main in this position, but he might actually make a kind of a question mark mover around the map to stop counters.
I think he's going to go down in the middle where all the spines are, just to stop reinforcements so they can't come in all at the same time.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then kill the 4th, and then kill...
Whoa! Ooh. Really isolated that. That was a pretty bad move there.
Really nicely done by Curious.
But that was almost more like really poorly done by MarineKing than nicely done by Curious. He just had Thors isolated from the rest of his army. Do you feel like Roaches make like little piggy squeals when they die?
Do they?
They're like, wee!
Do they?
Yeah, listen to it next time.
I think you're right, actually. I never really noticed.
Yeah, man.
Because none of my Roaches ever die. Actually, every Roach ever.
But conversely, Artosis has never killed a Roach, so.
Yes.
right. Okay, so he's going to take the path that I said that kind of, it's like a question mark little loop here.
Ooh. I just saw a lot of Banelings kill a bunch of helmets. Well done.
All right. I think he's probably through the siege mode here.
We do have a good number of Broodlords right now. As far as anti-air, it's mostly Thor with very few Vikings. I think there's, in fact, I killed all the Vikings already. And some nice Mongols holding Thors still.
Now the problem here is that you can't run away with the Thors, really.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's like two very slow units chasing each other. And look at that. I love these Mongols actually hold things still so we can actually just kill them off. And pretty decently done, but he did lose that 4th. Luckily for him, he does have a 5th base, though. So this is still a pretty decent game overall.
How many starports does he have? 3?
Yeah, he has 4.
He has 4 starports.
Only 1 with the reactor, though. And by the way, Curious actually gooped the one with the reactor, which is so smart.
Yeah, it really is.
Look at that.
Well, I don't know if Zerg's going to push. He's kind of, it's sort of static in the middle of the map right now. But we'll see.
He's waiting for some Corruptors for sure, at the minimum. Might bring up some Queens as well for some transfuses and whatnot.
We're starting to run out of expansions on this map now.
Yeah, it's getting there pretty quickly. The one thing I'm scared about for Curious is basically the whole army of MarineKing is anti-air. He's got 5 Thors making. I don't think I've ever even seen that. And like 5 Vikings at a time. So he's going to have to be really careful with that. He has to spread his broods, yet not have them so far away that he can't defend them. And here we go! Going up with his infestors. He does not have a lot of infestors, but he has a lot of Corruptors to come up and help out. Now, does he actually have enough to kill these Thors off?
He's transfusing a lot here. It's not even clear, though. I think there might actually be too many Thors. Am I not seeing this right? I think there's actually just too many Thors.
It's beginning to look like it.
Yeah, I mean,
you normally don't see this happen. He has 8 Thors out there still.
Yeah, and they are hitting these. There's actually more Thors than there are Broodlords. All right, but again, these Corruptors doing, Broodling's doing a lot of damage to the Thors, but it looks like, yeah, indeed, the Broodlord army actually lost, to the Thor army. How about that? Now,
wow.
The Zerg can remax pretty easily here.
He's got a good bank still.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of Corruptors that he can switch over if he wants, but still a lot of Vikings on the way. You know, if he had an Ultraless Cavern, he's switching to Ultras right now. If he somehow had an Ultras Cavern up, man, with the upgrades he already has on his Lings, how deadly would that be against Viking Thor? That would be so good right now.
So good.
I wish that thing that's not happening would happen. Wouldn't that be great?
That would be pretty good.
If that thing that couldn't happen in this game happened.
It just won't happen for some reason, but that would be super neat.
Yeah.
Curious, I feel like kind of like it's like watching Memento right now. You know what I mean? Keep continuously getting the Broodlords, as you said. Not switching that Ultra Tech, which I think would easily fix this situation. We'd have a counterattack over here. Oh, denied and then double denied. Okay.
Well, I like this little Roach counterattack.
Yeah.
You know, he can do a little bit of damage and basically just draw the army back, which buys him a lot of time. It takes a ton of time for Thors to walk all the way back and all the way back down.
They're probably one of the least, they basically are one of the least mobile units in the whole game.
Oh,
I don't know if I agree with landing the Vikings.
Yeah,
here.
that was actually absolutely just not necessary. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't think it'll affect the outcome of this game, but definitely not necessary.
Well, you don't want those to be damaged for the Broodlords. Even if you're a Baron, it's like, well, look, it's not good at fighting really on the ground.
Yeah. Well, we have Ravens on the way as well for MarineKing. Both players nearing a max once again. We have 6 Infestors with 3 more on the way, 8 Broods with another on the way, and just a handful of Corruptors. I think he's going to have to focus a bit more on Corruptors because there's 15 Vikings out, which is just kind of brutal. And,
well, it looks like the upper right is going to be occupied. It was denied briefly here by Curious. And, yeah, I guess it's time for MarineKing to push. He's in the middle of the map now with his army. Tons of orbitals out here, by the way. Sending that barracks out to make sure he doesn't get counterattacked. More direct path over here. And, Okay, all right, get ready. Here we go. He does not want these Vikings to be bungled. He has to ban them out. That's an insane amount of Vikings.
Yeah, and
Point
some
defense
really good fungals. And in fact, yeah, that point defense drone doing a great job right now, throwing out some infested Terrans. He can always target that down with infested Terrans. Definitely something you should consider for the point defense.
Oh, I think actually this is just too much.
It might be, but the Vikings are going down cases. They're all deep red and orange.
I don't think he has any more investor entertainment.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think it's just gonna. Well, they're all in the red, but it doesn't matter. They still do the same amount of damage.
Well,
damn, lands the mules. He might as well make those repair. Actually, GG.
Yeah. Well, that was an interesting game. Really good neck play by MarineKing. And he took off the lenses classes. Took them off bases. I guess that game got too intense.
Yeah, man. Well, great game. Really cool play. Kind of surprised to see mech on this map. I liked it, but I don't know if the map calls for mech. Then again, I guess mech is one of those alternative styles where it's like, well, you know what? I've been practicing this a little bit.
Yeah, I think most maps you can probably utilize mech and TVZ. I think in those positions it can be okay. I think if those cross spots it would not be nearly as good. But like a map like Whirlwind, maybe not even I would truly suggest to go mech there.
No, I think you can't.
You'd have to go the style that MarineKing went, the ultra mobile.
We watch him push. It's like 10 minutes later. He's like in the middle of the map Whirlwind. I'm like, all right.
Well, next map going to be Daybreak.
Right. The lenses glasses are going back on. It's a fancy keyboard, by the way.
I want to give him
he has matching earplugs for the keyboard.
Yeah, TTU Sports rocks, man.
Yeah, man.
Great thing. You know what? What I want to do? I want to do a Three Stooges Mo eye poke at him. Like, hey, I guess you should have lenses in there. Would have been safe.
Would have been safe, man. That's the whole point.
Then he'd be like, why did you just poke me in the eyes?
What is wrong with you?
Artosis, you are actually such
just
a
touch
jerk.
my face and hurt me? What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
This is why I'm successful and you're not, Artosis. You poke adults in the face.
Should have had lenses, MarineKing. I got you.
I hope you learned. All right, so game number 2.
He puts him on for the shot of the camera and takes him off the game. That's so funny.
I dig it.
I'm so charmed by MarineKing, man. I love that guy. He's so good at marketing and stuff. Look at this stylish nerd.
He's got the collar pop too.
He does. Well, it says Prime on the
I was going to say when he pops the collar, it says Prime.
When he pops it down, it says...
What? All right.
Think of the top.
We got to get out of here, Artosis. We're cutting to the game, Artosis. You're done. All right. CBT, Curious vs. MarineKing here at the GSL Codes.